as he adjusts to life in the 21st century, working as a SHIELD operative after the events of the Avengers. He's teamed up with Black Widow on high-stakes missions, but things take a turn when a shadowy conspiracy threatens everything he believes in. The film dives into Steve's struggle to reconcile his old-school values with the murky morality of the modern world. It's a story about trust, betrayal, and standing up for what's right, even when the odds are stacked against you. The plot feels like a Jason Bourne movie meets Marvel superheroics, with twists that'll keep you glued to your seat. Why should you watch this movie? For starters, the action is unreal. The Russo brothers, working with stunt coordinator Thomas R. Baker and fight choreographer James Young, crafted sequences that are both visceral and creative. Captain America's shield isn't just a weapon, it's an extension of his character, used in ways that feel fresh and exciting. There's a particular fight scene in an elevator that's become iconic for its claustrophobic intensity and jaw-dropping choreography. The action feels real, grounded, and impactful, thanks to the film's practical effects and minimal reliance on CGI for hand-to-hand combat. The cinematography led by Trent Opelok is another standout. Opelok, who also shot Captain America, Civil War, and Avengers: Endgame, gives the film a sleek, almost documentary-like feel in some moments, contrasted with sweeping epic shots during the bigger action scenes. The color palette is muted compared to other Marvel films, reflecting Steve's more serious, conflicted state of mind. The production design by Peter Wenham brings SHIELD's high-tech world to life, from the massive helicarrier to the gritty streets of DC. Every frame feels purposeful, immersing you in this world of spies and superheroes. The music, composed by Henry Jackman, is another reason to love this film. The score blends orchestral grandeur with electronic pulses, perfectly capturing the film's mix of classic heroism and modern suspense. The main theme for Captain America is stirring and triumphant, while the darker, more ominous tones underscore the thriller elements. It's the kind of soundtrack that sticks with you, ramping up the tension and emotion without overpowering the story. Let's talk about the themes, because this movie isn't just about punching bad guys. Captain America. The Winter Soldier tackles big ideas like surveillance, freedom, and the cost of security. It asks tough questions about how far we're willing to go to feel safe and whether those sacrifices are worth it. These themes feel especially relevant today, and the film handles them with nuance, never preaching but letting the story and characters speak for themselves. It's the kind of movie that sparks conversations long after the credits roll. The pacing is another strength. At 136 minutes, the film never feels bloated. The Russo brothers keep the tension high, balancing pulse-pounding action with quieter character moments. You'll be on the edge of your seat during the big set pieces, but you'll also care deeply about the relationships between Steve, Natasha, and Sam. The dialogue is sharp, with just enough humor to lighten the mood without undercutting the stakes. It's a masterclass in storytelling that feels accessible to newcomers but rewarding for longtime Marvel fans. Behind the scenes, the production was a massive undertaking. Filming took place primarily in Cleveland, Ohio, standing in for Washington, D.C., with additional shoots in Los Angeles and other locations. The decision to film in real-world settings rather than relying solely on green screens gives the movie a grounded feel. The crew faced challenges like coordinating massive action sequences in busy urban areas, but the result is a film that feels alive and immersive. The visual effects, handled by studios like Industrial Light and Magic, are seamless, blending practical stunts with CGI to create spectacles like the helicarrier battles. The film's release was a cultural moment. It premiered in a post-Avengers world where the MCU was hitting its stride, and it raised the bar for what a superhero movie could be. Critics raved about it, with outlets like Roger Ebert calling it the rare film in this genre that serves as both entry point and continuation. Rotten Tomatoes gave it a 90% approval rating, praising its action, characters, and topical themes. Fans on platforms like Reddit called it the best Marvel movie for its stellar action and smart script. The movie's influence is still felt today, with its grounded tone and character-driven storytelling shaping later MCU films like Captain America, Civil War and Avengers, Endgame. So why should you drop everything and watch Captain America, The Winter Soldier? Because it's a film that delivers on every level. It's got heart-pounding action that'll leave you speechless, characters you'll root for, and a story that challenges you to think. It's a superhero movie that feels human, a thriller that keeps you guessing, and a visual feast that demands to be seen on the biggest screen possible. Whether you're watching it for the first time or revisiting it, this movie grabs you and doesn't let go.